You're a real estate agent and you're thinking about growing your personal brand, and you're facing two options. Option number one, working with a personal branding agency like Social Blueprint. Option number two, working with a freelancer like a videographer or an editor, or your brokerage's in-house team. In this video, I'll explain the difference between both and which should you pick at which stage in your career. And no, I will not talk bad about one and promote the other. This will be the unfiltered truth where you can find the best fit for you. And by the end of this video, you'll be able to make the right decision and know which is a fit for you in your current stage. And by the way, I helped a lot of real estate agents launch and scale their personal brand. Like Farouk took him from 0 to 21k followers, and Aida took him from 6 to 18k followers, and a lot more. So we have all of this to cover. Let's get started. So this is a table. This will be the category, and it will be comparing personal branding agency with a freelancer and a brokerage media team. And to start with, Dubai market understanding. We have the personal branding agency that specializes in real estate, deeply understands what the market is about and the Dubai real estate marketing game far more than everyone else. Why? Because they're probably handling a lot of people and they see it across a lot of iterations. So they have the pattern recognition. Whereas with freelancers, unless you work with a freelancer that has the same thing, the freelancer either has deep understanding or usually none, because he might be a freelancer that is not in the niche. And I worked with many freelancers and there aren't many that specialize in real estate. I actually didn't find any, whether it's an editor that specializes in real estate or a videographer that specializes in real estate. Next, we have your brokerage media team. So your brokerage media team usually also have deep understanding as much as the personal branding agency, which makes it a good point. So next up, we have hiring. With hiring, you don't have to hire anyone except the agency themselves. But when it comes to hiring a freelancer, all my days, you will have to post whether on your story or ask people for referrals, and you will have to check many options, maybe interview them, get in a call with them, ask for their portfolios, and then discuss the deal terms with them. This happens with everyone, but with freelancers, it's a bit more mundane because they do not have a streamlined process. It's not like, here is our package, here is our agreement, let's start. It's more like, what videos do you want? What type of editing do you want? What type of this do you want? It's more about what you want. So it takes a bit more time. With your brokerage media team, you don't have to spend any effort because they're already hired and they're already your team. So next up, we have process-wise. When it comes to the agency, personal branding agency, their process is real estate personal branding optimized. So for example, this is my onboarding form. And in my onboarding form, you can see that the questions are optimized for real estate. Like story before real estate journey, achievements, content direction. Okay, now this is a bit more general, everyone has it, but it's just real estate optimized. And then in the onboarding call, it's questions that are real estate optimized. So everything is just optimized for real estate personal branding, for real estate agents. Whereas for freelancers, they optimize their process to deliver you the project. So if your project is basically film 10 videos, so what they want to get done is film the 10 videos. Their process is not optimized for personal branding. And next up, we have the brokerage media team. They are optimized for their internal workflows. So whatever serves the brokerage best, that will be done, or that is their process. And in the brokerage, obviously there are tens or hundreds of agents, just like an agency, but the only difference is that the brokerage is trying to put its fingerprint on every single video, and it's made to follow the branding of the brokerage and to grow the branding of the brokerage brand as an agent. So that is the difference. And the process is the best part, I think, where like a personal branding agency will help you the most. Next up, you have brand ownership. I think we already mentioned this. With a personal branding agency, you will have your own branding. Like whether it's visual identity, it's your own colors, it's your own editing style, it's your own filming style, it's your own set, it's your own whatever. But when it comes to the brokerage, there is the complete opposite. It is everything that, again, like we mentioned it has to follow the brokerage's branding. And it has to serve the brokerage. And the thing you can look at the most is whether the logo is there or not. And do not put the brokerage's logo on your brand. That is not a good move. So next up, with an editor, there is no specific style they follow. Like there is no brand guidelines they follow. They just ask you for an inspiration. But if you have your own brand guidelines, then it will also be you on the audience. So creative direction, the personal branding agency, it is strategic. Our objective is to build you a brand that has a qualified audience, that also gets you lead flow, that also shortens your sales cycle, that makes you a trusted authority and increases your credibility in the market. But with a freelancer, it's a tell me what to do move. It's like whatever you want, they will get it done. That's amazing. But the problem is, do you know what you need? Like this is where the bottleneck is. So if you're good at personal branding, or if you know what personal branding is and how it can be done, and if you truly think you can grow a brand, then okay, this will not be a problem. And then we have the third is, again, creative direction is based on the company policy just mentioned. The growth with a personal branding agency, their aim is to grow your personal brand, and that is the sole reason why you would work with them. Now with a freelancer, it depends on your effort, because if you want to grow your personal brand with a freelancer, so for it to work, you have to work. You have to understand the personal branding space and understand scripting and ideation and content research, and then do it yourself consistently, and then they can do the rest, right? Also, you will have to quality check their videos and edits, and you will have to post yourself. And then with a brokerage media team, no, don't expect growth. Like, I'll just put it that way. Find me one person that was working with the brokerage media team and their account grew a lot, and now they're none. Like, I do not know anyone, literally none. And I'm not talking about one viral video, because that doesn't build your brand. Content performance. So with content performance, with a personal branding agency, it is optimized for reach, trust, and conversion. So your content performs well. You get the views and you build the audience, and the audience now trusts you, and you convert them whether into relationships or lead flow. But with a freelancer, if you cross 1,000 views, you're lucky, unless again you do the work yourself. But if you ask someone, just do me a video, like, you can't expect anything from them. Next is with a brokerage media team, content performance, again, none. Like, I'll just change this to none. Next up, lead flow. With a personal branding agency, and this is proven to work, you get a lot of lead flow, buyers and sellers. With a freelancer, unless you work, it will not. And with a brokerage media team, none. It is mostly just company brand awareness. Like, it's just brokerage awareness. Next up, we have volume. Whatever an agency suggests and they know what they're doing, then it's the right amount. So for example, we suggest you start with 15. With the right balance between quantity and quality, it works. Now, on the other hand, you have the freelancer. They'll just ask you for your budget and match it with whatever videos that will get them. Now, with a brokerage media team, it is never consistent. Never consistent. Next up, you have video quality. With all three, video quality can be high. Like, the quality itself, like camera quality, editing quality, set quality, anything, it will be high. It is fine. Next up, camera performance coaching. So let me explain something. One of the most important factors of the success of your personal brand or the growth of your personal brand is camera performance. And it's how you speak on camera. With a personal branding agency, they will guide you and they will tell you how to speak on camera. But with a freelancer, they usually do not have the capability to say so. They will just tell you, be more confident. But what does be more confident mean? Let's say a personal branding agency would tell you, increase your cadence. So increase the amount of words you say per minute. So speak faster, or speak with a louder voice so you're more clear, or articulate the words you are saying far better. So now you're pronouncing everything better. Like, have more presence on camera is such a vague instruction. So with a brokerage team and freelancer team, like, usually it's just a videographer that's doing your work, and it's not a strategist. So if it's a videographer that is with you, they will not be able to guide you properly. If it's a creative director or it's a strategist, then they will be able to direct you properly in front of camera. And with the agencies, they usually send you the creative director or strategist. So next, with editing consistency, the personal branding agency, we have the same, we just follow a brand guideline. Like, we just have our same captions, same editing style, same production style. So your page can be consistent and it can look good. We don't want it to look like a cocktail. It's not a salad, right? And next up, with the freelance, it's a hit or miss. Obviously, they can replicate like whatever they were doing, but it is always something new, and there is no like, you do not have a brand guideline you're following. Therefore, it's a bit more random. And with a brokerage media team, it depends on their workload, because they're not there usually to build your personal brand. It's usually for company marketing. So company market is taking pictures of, let's say, listings, or doing campaigns or videos for the main page. So the branding they have is kind of mixed, or the visual identity they're gonna follow is kind of mixed. You'll provide them yours, but at the end of the day, they have to put their logos. It's not that consistent. But it also can be consistent with brokerage media team, because they're already following a guideline, a strict guideline. Freelancers are not. They're just following whatever you're asking them to do. And you have to write all of the revisions clearly. Now, quality checking, the best part. Actually, it is the worst part. And I hate quality checking, which is why I have team members that do it. And when it comes to quality checking, with an agency, it's handled for you, obviously. Our quality checking rate from clients is less than 1 round. So what that means is that we send a video, and usually it's accepted from the first time. Like, it's less than 1 round of revisions. It's on average 0.6. So all of our clients, almost all of our clients have no revisions. Half of our clients have one revision round only, which is insane, by the way. That is way above average. With a freelancer, Allah ya'eenak, we say in Arabic, which means God help you. So what will happen is that the video editor or videographer will send you the video, but what will happen is that it will not be what you like. And you will provide them the first round of revisions. But the problem is you don't know how to provide them the first round of revisions. So then it will take another round of revisions, and if not the second round, then a third round. And what I mean by you don't know is because we have our own quality checking SOP. So like, it is a far more streamlined process how you should say things and how you should not say things. Like, for example, focus on the message, not micro details. Like a 30 animation feels too playful, switch it to cleaner graphics. Change zoom by 0.2 seconds is not how you should do it. Quality checking is the worst part. It is actually the worst part. Like, you'll hate your life. Life will become good again after you stop quality checking. So yeah, next up with revisions. With the personal branding agency is structured and we take feedback. So if you say that I do not like this color, we will not repeat it again. We'll avoid it. We will change it. We'll just fix it. With a freelancer, it's endless back and forth. With a brokerage team, they're good. They take revisions well because they're trained by the company. But the thing is, they're slow. So like, your revision might take 4 days. Another revision will take another 4 days. And next up is the mental load on you. With a personal branding agency, it's a fully done for you service. So there is absolutely no load. But with a freelancer, it is extremely high load because you're managing them like your team members. Like, they are your full-time team members. With a brokerage team, you don't have to hire them, payroll and agreements. So it's actually medium mental load on you. Next up is consistency. Personal branding agency, very consistent. Like, they have their own workflow. And next is freelancer, breaks off, and he might dip on you 10 days later. Like, he might just disappear for 5 days because he has his other clients. Brokerage media team, they're consistent, but also depends on internal priorities. Like, whatever internal priorities are in the company. Let's say it's a season of hot launches and it's a big company. What will happen? You will not get your video. Okay, but let's say if it's a chill season, then you're far more likely to get content more consistently. Next up is communication. With communication, with an agency, what we're trying to do is we're trying to decrease communication as much as possible. We're trying to make it as efficient as it can be. Why? To save your time and our time. With a freelancer, I have worked with freelancers for my own content, and it's very poor. I'm obviously a client of my own agency, and the freelancer can actually just dip on you anytime. They can just leave. And next up, with a brokerage team, I'd say it depends, but in many cases it's good communication because also they have clear systems. So speed is very clear. Agency is fast and depends on their workload as well and their workflows. So if an agency is just built in a way to never have delays, they will not have delays. But if an agency cannot handle more and they're handling you, then you'll probably have delays. And then you have freelancer, they're slow and also depends. They might be fast, you never know. Brokerage media team, they're fast and also depending on their current workload and the season they're in, just like the agency. So management required, you don't need to manage them. With the brokerage team, you don't also need to manage them. But with the freelancer, you have to manage everything. And ghosting, the reason I write ghosting is that if you're doing a deal with someone, nobody will ghost you, right? So with an agency will not ghost you. But a freelancer might ghost you. And brokerage team, I'd also write none because you're part of them. So you can just follow up. But a freelancer can actually just like leave you. So next up, with hidden costs, like with an agency, there are none. They'll have their clear offer, they will have their clear price, but other than that, no hidden cost. But with a freelancer, it's the complete opposite. You'll have to spend time and you'll be stressed. With a brokerage media team, there is no hidden cost. You'll just get absolutely no results, no matter how efficient and good like they are with their work, because they might be actually good at marketing but not personal branding. Next up, results. With a personal branding agency, let's just call it, you'll grow your brand. Grow your brand. With a freelancer, you would get your videos filmed and edited. With a brokerage, you will get brokerage marketing content. Like, they are used to that content, you will just get the same thing. Make money. With a content agency, you will directly make money in 50 different ways. Whether it's qualified lead flow, whether it's authority and credibility, whether it is connections with developers and priority, whether it is you get listings because now you have credibility, whether it's shortening your sales cycle. With a freelancer, you might make money, but not that much. Like, the thing is, your brand will not grow. That's the point. With a brokerage media team, you won't. None. So that is the complete difference between the personal branding agency, the freelancer, and the brokerage media team. It's right on screen, so you can take a screenshot for yourself. And next is, what do you choose? And what is best for you for your current situation. Let's get started. So how to choose what's right for you based on your stage. Let's divide the stages into 3. Stage 1 is you're just a starter in the industry and you've been here for less than 6 months. And stage 2 is between 6 to 12 months. And stage 3 is 1 to 2 years plus. So if you're a veteran, you're stage 3. If you're a beginner, you're stage 1. If it's been around a year for you, then it's stage 2. Let's start with stage 1. If you're stage 2, you can skip to this time. And if you're stage 3, you can skip right to this time. But if you also want to understand the other stages, it is fine. You can stay here most welcome. Now, stage 1, 0 to 6 months. You should work with your brokerage in-house team. You should not work with a freelancer, and you should not work definitely with a personal branding agency. And this is exactly for who? If you have 0 experience, and if you have no cash flow, and if you have no personal branding knowledge. And why this makes sense is because you don't know who and how to pick. You don't know the right agencies. You don't know exactly who could serve the type of content you want. And you don't know what you want from your brand. Like, you're so new. There was someone that I asked. She was new. She was very new. It was almost her 2nd week in real estate. And she's the real estate agent that I worked with to find property I live in. Let's put it that way. Not to buy, to rent. And what happened was, I asked her, do you know me? She said no. And I asked her, do you know anyone on social media? She said also no. I was like, so you don't know anyone on social media? I was like, yeah, fair enough. You're just new. It's her 2nd week here. So she doesn't even know what she wants from her brand. And if this is also you don't even know what you want from your brand. Unless you have previous experience in this industry and you exactly know, so then this doesn't apply. And what this stage is for. So if you've been here for less than 6 months, then this stage is for understanding how real estate content works. You have to understand how this game works. You have to follow everyone. You have to just pay attention, see what's working, what's not working. And you should also get used to the camera. And while training yourself on getting used to the camera, obviously I have an entire video on how to perform well on camera. It will be in the first link in the description. Actually, 2nd link in the description. You can watch it. It will be also right here. And yeah, you can train on your brokerage media team because it will not cost you anything. They're already hired by your company and you're most likely working in a company. Just learn how to speak in front of camera and also learn how to be an agent, because in your first 6 months there are a lot of things you don't know, and there are a lot of limiting beliefs you have, and there are a lot of false opinions you have, and there is a lot of lack of knowledge that you didn't acquire yet. So it is for understanding how the content works, getting used to the camera, and learning how to be an agent. The reality of working in this stage is that this will not grow your brand, and it will just be to get your foot in the door. And I'm sure everyone told you this, not even in personal branding, but also the leaders in your own company, that in your first 6 months, or at least in your first 3 months, or whatever number in the beginning, just the very, very early beginning, do not expect anything. Just put in the work and don't expect anything. Then it will rain, and when it rains, it pours. Once it starts working, you will start printing money like you've never done. But the point here is that you get your foot in the door and you understand the game and you familiarize yourself with the game. And if this is you, I have nothing to sell you, and you can use my personal branding operating system, which is basically an operating system that I created where you can script your content, whether it's short form, long form. It also has a creator list. It has a content library. It has everything. So let me show you. So if you're just getting started, you need to build a niche personal brand, and this will be the operating system. You have the short form content here, long form content here, text based, if you're just writing text or carousels. And also you will have the creator list. So the list of all short form content creators that I use for content research. And also there will be a list of Dubai events. If you want to go, I just have it in here. And also a list of real estate podcasts if you want to use it also for inspiration. So yep. And the most important thing, the content library. So you'll have the hook list that I use. You will have the call to action list that I use. You'll have the AI prompts that I use. You'll have everything that I use, but you'll have to apply it for yourself. So that was it for stage 1. And this is exactly how you should do it. Next up is stage 2. And stage 2 is for people who have been here for 6 to 12 months. So if this is you, this is for you. You should hire your own freelancers, whether it's a videographer or editor or both. So who this is for? This is for you if you close some deals, you have some cash flow, and you want better content, better than what you got from your brokerage or better than what you got from yourself. And why it makes sense is because you have a clue about what you want, and you can pay per video or shoot, and you want more volume, and you want to buy your time back. So what is this stage for? It is also for understanding how real estate content works, getting used to the camera, and learning how to be an agent. It is also for this because you're also in the beginning. And the reason I say that is because at this stage, you will have to do your content for yourself. You will be the strategist. you will come up with ideas, you will script the videos, you will manage the freelancer, and you will quality check the videos and add your own revisions. Because if you want this to work, then you have to work as well. And this is what I mean. You will have to do the content by yourself. You will have to be the strategist. You will have to do the ideas. You will have to script the videos yourself. You will have to manage the freelancer, and you will have to quality check everything. And you will have to post your own videos, which is fine. It's not that big of a deal. So there will be no think for me, we'll just freestyle it and we don't need a strategy. If you want it to work, you have to understand strategy, you'll have to understand ideation, scripting, and you have to do it to make it work. Otherwise, it will just be like the content that you're doing with the brokerage, and you might as well just stick with the brokerage. Cool? So if this is you, run it up. Stage number 3. Stage number 3 is if you've been in the market for 2 years plus, you should hire your own personal branding agency. And who this is for, if you're already making money and you want inbound leads and you value your time and you want consistency with your content. So you want content to start and not stop. You want to build a brand and you don't want just videos. And why it makes sense is because strategy and scripting is done for you and everything is done for you. So while working with an agency, what I mean is that work with a done for you agency that does everything for you from A to Z. And your only job is to show up and film. And what is this stage for? It is for growing. It is growth time. It is make money time. Growing your personal brand and buying back your time so you don't have anything to do on your plate when it comes to personal branding, and you can carry on with your own tasks and go close more deals. And the reality is you will have to find the right fit for you. Not every agency is a fit for you, including myself. So for example, if you are looking for the founder of the agency to be always with you, then you can work with an agency that is just starting off and they might not know what they're doing. But for example, I have a very streamlined process. I have very streamlined operations. My team is very well trained and they're doing the job. So for example, if that is a preference you have, amazing. If you're looking for something that works, okay, I would be a good fit. If you are looking for more the founder to be with you, you want the founder to have his hands on, then okay, that is something else that you might have to consider. Another thing is the style of the agency. Different agencies have different styles. An agency might do mostly property tours. Another agency might mostly do studio content like this one. So it depends from agency to agency. So check their portfolio and see what content aligns with you the most, and then they might be the best fit for you. And if you think, based on my content so far, and if you believe that I'm the right fit for you, and if you think that Social Blueprint, I'm the founder of, is the right fit for you, then you can book a call. But please, before the call, watch the video on the page because that will make things far easier. And that was it. To wrap up, if you're still new in the market, work with the brokerage. If you've been in the market for 6 to 12 months, work with your own freelancers, free. If you have been in the market for more than 2 years and you're already making money, then work with a personal branding agency. But find the right fit for you. And I hope you scale. Bye-bye.